Let me hear say whale. Let's go Idaho. My my friend George said he messaged me on but fuck him. I say. 2 hours back to back. It's a Sunday. Paste. First call is looking for Leah, but Orla will forward on. Hi, good morning. I was just looking for Leah, if possible. No, sorry, Leah, Leah. Oh, have I called Dublin Dawson Street? Because the last time I called, I spoke to somebody called Jade, but I think she's left. But I spoke to Orla. Oh, right, okay. Is Orla back in tomorrow? Oh, next week. Is it? When I first called, it was Jade. When I spoke to Jade, she said that it was Leah that I need. I don't know if things have changed, but I'll start from the beginning. I was looking for the person that orders the ink for the test room printers and the bin printer on the shop floor. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, perfect. I'm glad I asked because I was about to just say no worries. I'll call back next week. When I first called, my name's Charles, by the way. I run my own independent ink business called SOS. I'm based in Cardiff, but two of my wholesalers are based in Dublin, in Ireland. And obviously, that's where you are. Literally in Dublin. But when I called before, I spoke to a lady called Jade. She said to email store.dublin2it.ie with some prices. Then when I called back maybe 3 or 4 months later, it was back in August, I spoke, she said Jade had left, or I spoke to Orla, sorry, she said Jade had left, but she did leave a name of Leah. So I don't know whether maybe that might have been the person possibly at one point. Um, yeah, exactly. So Jade and Leah. What was your name, if you don't mind me asking? Caitlin, please stay where you are for the next few months. um, I know it gets busy, I know it gets stressful, but just they need you, Caitlin, clearly. I was going to say, would you be okay if I sent an email through? Do you get to see the emails to the store email? Could I send my name, Charles, and my prices and everything? Would that be okay? Yeah. Um, is it Caitlin Caitlin? Oh, I didn't impress you. Okay. So K so I got it completely wrong. So how do you spell it? Sorry. KateLyn. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's the best way of spelling Caitlin. And it's also the first time I've ever seen it spelled like that, but I love it. And I'm not trying to influence you. I'm not trying to say, you should go to the directors and be like, you should use this Charles from Cardiff because he's amazing. I'm not saying all that, but I'm just saying, it's definitely a different way of spelling Caitlin. I don't think I've ever seen it spelled like that. It's like Kate and Lynn, which actually makes sense. Maybe that's where it came from in the first place. Caitlin, yeah. The printers that I've got on my notes, I was going to leave some prices. Do you know off the top of your head any model numbers, or shall I stick to what I think you have? Does that make sense? You might have a 479 if you're in the office, like a color laserjet. Does that make sense? It does, yeah. It's an M4. It goes an M402. It does 3,000 pages, and I know the price as well. I'm a bit of a nerd. I know my stuff. So you could even say 26A, and I'd still get it. And what was the other one? Yeah, perfect. So that goes in a M404. It's the test room printer. And again, yeah, I can quote you for that one. Do you have the W1490A? Does that ring any bells? Are the two you called out? You don't have any color, maybe? Possibly? No. Okay. I'll tell you what then. How about this? I'll send you over an email. I'll keep it very simple. Is that the best email? Store.dublin2, or is it customer? Is that okay? Perfect. So what I'll do then, I'll send over my name, Charles. I'll put my contact details. My prices are in euros. The delivery's next day. The goods are already in Ireland. I supply currently 6 stores of Specsavers. One of the stores I supply, one of the directors, he's a director in a store in a few stores in Dublin. I have, I don't know if you obviously know the stores, but one of the stores, 2 stores in Dublin use me, Rathmines. Do you know Rathmines at all? Shut up. You're joking. Oh, fantastic. So you guys know Anthony and Gwen, possibly. Do you really? Oh, fantastic. So yeah, so Anthony, I get along really well with Anthony, but Gwen is the one that orders. I get along with Gwen. So they've been using me since late last year. And the other store that used me in Dublin is Dunleary, a girl called Louisa. Did I pronounce that right? Because I've been working on my pronunciations. Is that okay? I never said it like that in the beginning, Caitlin. Let me tell you, I'll tell you that. But Dunleary's been using me for a while as well, and I've got other stores. I've got a couple of stores in Cork and things like. Well, I've only got 6, but I've got stores in Cork and yeah. Honestly, I started with 0. I've been doing this a long time, but 6 is huge for me because genuinely, even getting one store is tough. You know, it's very, very tough. And also, when you get to like now, I've got to 6. It's sometimes even harder to get to like 12. But I think when you get to a certain number, I think it just gets a bit easier because then by that, if you're good, obviously, because by that point, people might start saying, "Oh, that Charles, we use him and he's good," and because it's more my service. Than anything. It's not just my price. I'm not just trying to say to the directors and the managers, I'm trying to be cheaper. I'm not trying to be cheaper than everyone else. I've done this for 16 years and I've run my business for 8, but I do a lot of business with Specsavers in the UK. And the reason I do is because they appreciate me because I've got so much knowledge and so much experience. Like you just said, the CF226A, I already have the vision of the printer. It's an M402. I already know that printer was discontinued. Like it's already been superseded by the M404, which is the 59A toner, the CF259. That's also been discontinued. So you guys have actually got 2 printers that you can't even get anymore. So, my just a bit of advice as well. Try and keep your printers. Try and look after your printers, because the newer version of the ones that you have, they're very expensive, and the stores complain a lot. So, and the price is nearly double, genuinely. The toners, like they literally like double. So for the newer ones. So try and look after them. Do you have You don't have a what's it called? The hearing field test printer. Do you have a field test printer at all? It- yeah, no worries. Okay, well, let me know if you need a price for that one. It changes from store to store. I've noticed sometimes every store has a different field test printer. There's no like standard one. I think it's because the directors are allowed to choose themselves. But anyway, I'll send you an email, Caitlin. I'll put my name Charles on it. I'm very, very happy that you've allowed me to quote, and Orla let me quote as well, and Jade. But thank you very, very much. And if it comes to anything, I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you. No, I really appreciate it. Yeah, finger. Yeah, just take it. No, no, honestly, I really appreciate it. I'm not going to be nice next Sunday because Ireland are coming over to Wales next Saturday and they're going to absolutely kick our butt. So in 7 days' time, I won't be as nice. Tell them to call by Friday. I've already said to everyone, I'll be half filling the toners. They'll be like, that Charles used to be so good. But no, I love my rugby and I'm not looking forward to next week. It's not going to be good for Wales, to be honest. And my office is literally round the corner from the stadium. It used to be opposite the stadium, but now it's round the corner and I'm going to be able to hear it and everything. It's not going to be a good day next Saturday, to be honest. But actually, I don't know. I'll check if it's Saturday or Sunday. But I'll leave you to it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your day, and thank you for being patient with me at the start of the call as well. I was about to give up on myself, to be honest, and you stuck with me a little bit, so thank you for that. Yeah, and fingers crossed. Speak to you guys soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Caitlin. Speak to you in a bit. Ta-ra now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Just send a message to my brethrens. What's happening, boys? What the fuck is going down in Chinatown? So, started my first power hour 15 minutes ago. Wanted to work 10 till 12. I started at 12:15, but I was running errands. Um, so, I just gotta keep going until I keep going. You just reminded me to do something as well. Um, so I thought to myself, Charles, just Google the Specsavers names and just see who's open and just call them. I've got to definitely got to call someone at 11. A lot of the stores open at 11. Um, so I was just like, just up until then, don't do admin. And I keep saying, don't do admin because admin you can do at any time. You do it any time. You do 6 o'clock in the morning. You can do 10 o'clock at night. Admin you can do any time. It doesn't matter about the admins as such. This. It's not exactly golden hours. It's Sunday. It's tough to do calls on a Sunday. It's tough to do calls on a Saturday. But just do a couple of hours on the phone. Just try and focus on the activity of calling. The activity of sending quotes, the activity of doing the admin and updating the Excel and putting the products into the EBR Holy Grail file and updating profit. I've done all that obviously for the week. Keep it on track and keep it on tab on top of things. All that stuff. Yeah, 100% is important and it has its place. But the activity of being on the phones, you only have a finite amount of time per day to actually be on the phones. And today, I can only be on the phone till 12. Well, it's shocking that I'm even here. Anyway, I've made my first call and I've done my first quote. Let's go, Idaho. That's all I have to say about that. All right, boys. Back to back 2 hours. Let's go. Let me get this. So she got some 59 A, bro. Specsavers, Dublin, Dawson Street. Two. Uh, Kieran. Let's go. Idaho. Um, oh, Dublin Dundrum. They're open as well. So I need to call Rory. Hi, good morning. I was just looking. I was just looking for Rory. Yeah, of course, no problem. Yeah, if you can pass my details on, would that be okay with yourself? Yeah. My name's Charles. I run my own independent ink business called SOS. I'm based in Cardiff, but two of my wholesalers are based in Dublin in Ireland, and I do deal with a handful of Specsavers in Ireland. I was just looking to get an email across. I've sent an email last year to the mgr.dundrum.ie, but I was just looking for to send my prices over, but obviously speak to Rory. Could I leave my number with you? Would that be okay? Yeah, it's a Dublin number. I've got two numbers, Cardiff and Dublin, but I'll give you Dublin. It's 01-443-3540. Do you think it would be worth sending an email again? Or what do you think? Would that be okay? Yeah? Yeah, or is this would it be his name like Rory, etc.? Yeah, but bear with me. So Rory dot B perfect at specsavers.com. Brilliant. In terms of the email, should I send the email now or should I schedule it to arrive tomorrow? Yeah, so schedule it for the morning or something like that. Perfect. Um, I'll do that. But thank you very much. Pass on the details. No, I really appreciate it. And just say if you can just say to him, I'm not going to like hassle him. I just wanted to send my prices and then hopefully, be of interest. But I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And have a nice day as well. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. That's a not spoken requote. Hose. Let's go Idaho. So Roddy is not spoken. Dublin. Dundrum. I want to know. I want to know. I think I'm going to watch football today. And let Nico just go on my phone. Scores and fixtures. It is Saturday. Saturday, 2:15, people. Italy, France, 3 o'clock. Let's go, Idaho. So, Dublin, Finnegglass. Is open. Open soon. Open soon. Open soon. Open soon. It's Liffey Valley, but oh, she doesn't work weekends. Oh, but it is open. Fuck it. Fuck it. Hi, good morning. I don't think she works weekends, but I was just looking for Edwina. Hi, good morning. I was just looking for Edwina. Yeah, I didn't think she did. Is Abby there at all? Oh, the one spelt with a Y. I'm hoping they're spelt differently. ABBY. My name's Charles. I haven't spoken for call for a while, but my name's Charles. I run my own independent ink business called SOS in Cardiff. I know it's Edwina that I need, but the reason I've asked for Abby is because I spoke to her last time. But um, yeah. Ah, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Thank you. No, perfect, perfect. I'll try it. I got on my notes. She doesn't work weekends, so I knew she wouldn't be there, but I thought I might get lucky with Abby. But I'll try again next week. Thank you though for checking. Cheers. Bye bye. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I didn't even check, to be honest. I didn't even check if it was fucking open, bruv. Not being honest with you. Hi, good morning. I was just looking for Anthony. Do you know what, Anthony? I was going to say, is that Anthony? And I didn't want you to say, no, it's not Anthony, it's Peter, or something like that. It's Charles, from SOS in Cardiff. How are you doing? Not doing too bad. It was only a very quick call, a bit of a random call. I'm just doing my calls in Ireland this weekend. I'm trying to get them all in before next Saturday when Ireland come over for the rugby and absolutely batter Wales. Um, and so that's when I'll be half filling the toners to get my own back, things like that. But I was only calling because I just called a store in Dublin. It was Dawson Street, and it came up in conversation because I said, "Oh, the other stores I have in Dublin is Dunleary and Rathmines," and the girl there, her name was Caitlin. She said, "Oh, it's our sister store or something along those lines." So I sent them an email with some prices. I have already sent them two emails before that because initially I spoke to somebody called or no, somebody called Jade, but she left, and then I spoke to somebody called Orla, and then I was trying to get hold of Leah, but she said Leah left. So I think Jade left, Leah left, and Orla wasn't there today. So Caitlin said, "No, send it to me. I'll send it to the managers and the directors, and we'll see what we can do." But I just thought I'd give you a ring just to say that I didn't realize they were connected. I was just saying in conversation, I have stores in Dublin, a couple of stores in Dublin. But is that okay? Because I didn't want you to think, if they called you or whatever, I haven't even asked or checked with anybody does that make sense? I didn't ring them up and say, I didn't realize they were connected. I didn't say, oh, Rathmine's using me, so now it's your turn, something like that. But yeah, is it individual? Is it because I know you're a new store, aren't you? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, but I don't see that as a prerequisite to get more business, Anthony, because I've got a director called a gentleman called David McCloskey who orders for Drogheda store, and he's been with me since the summer, and we get along really well. He orders quite a lot, and he is a director in five stores, and I've never thought to myself, oh, because I've now got him, I'm now going to get all five, because the way I look at it from my experience with Specsavers is that sometimes the director can be on the books as a director, but sometimes he doesn't even come into the store. So the managers don't even know who this person is. So they might not just be like, yeah, we'll just use this supplier because we're obviously the directors, are going to say who to use. But the point is, if even if they're down on the books as a director, it doesn't mean that I'm going to get the business just because I've done business with them in another store. If that makes sense, anyway. I've got to work. I've got to keep working hard, Anthony. That's the point, isn't it? It's not. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows for a long time. In any case, Thank you very much for taking the call. Thank you for clarifying that. If they say anything, just let them know. Is there, whilst I got you on the phone, is there any issues, any concerns? Is everything going okay with you guys? I know you're a new store, so is things started calming down a little bit now, or is it all still a bit all over the shop? Yeah, people know that where you are, 100%. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, people know you exist and things like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well. To be honest, Gwen's been doing well on the email, so she's been ordering as and when, um, and yeah, and you've been putting the payments through. Everything's fine my end, and just to let you know, things in Ireland are actually going, they're going quite well. Not just because I'm getting more business on board. I've got more GP surgeries, pharmacies. I'm doing quite good, but I've had some game changing news. I've got a second wholesaler in Dublin, and I'm actually coming to visit him. Hopefully, I want to visit him at the end of Q1, at the end of March. But I would love to visit because I've been to Ireland overnight. It wasn't really classed as being to Ireland. The flight that I was on to the Caribbean. Pigeons got in the plane or something like that, and we had to stop in Ireland, and then we had to stay overnight. But it was a coach from the airport, to the hotel, and the hotel back to the airport. So I don't know if that classes as me being in Ireland. I don't really think it does, but but the point is with that, it's amazing. The stock availability is better. It's much improved. Also, my range of things that I can get, and also the feedback, like the Oki B432, the drums sometimes can be a little bit touch and go in terms of sometimes some people have issues with them, and this particular wholesaler, he gets things, interestingly, he gets things from Germany, not so much from China. So it's a very interesting concept because he actually said to me, with the Oki drums, for example, I had a store in Cork and she ordered 6 toners, 3 drums, and his drums were more expensive than my normal wholesaler. And I tried to get him down on price, and he was like, Charles, I can't move because these are a different brand. And he said, I won't use the other one because they've been causing my customers issues. And I was like, well, that's an interesting concept. So I thought, okay, I'll give those a go because obviously I've had some issues as well in the past. So yeah, it's definitely a game changer moment, Anthony, to be honest, with my business in Ireland, because it means I can give people more. The store that ordered in Cork, I mean, with my other wholesaler, they didn't even have the drums in stock until like next Tuesday. And what they've been doing is they've been saying, yeah, we'll have them in next Tuesday. And then Tuesday comes along, they say, oh no, sorry, we've had a delay. They'll be in next Tuesday. So I've got to continuously go back to my customers with back order dates, whereas with the new wholesaler, he seems to have a lot of stock ready to rock and roll. You know, so yeah, and she had everything the next day as well. So she was obviously over the moon with it. I was over the moon. It took me a while to get hold of him. I couldn't find him for about 4 or 5 months, but I got lucky. Somebody passed me his details, and we've been doing business for the last couple of months, the last month or so. So yeah, it's been going quite well. But I'll leave you to it. Thank you for your time, and as and when you and Gwen need me, yeah, not at all. As and when you and Gwen need me, you just give me a shout. Is that okay, Anthony? No worries at all. And don't mention next Saturday if things goes like they probably will. Okay, but okay, but if Wales do manage to turn it around, I'll have to mention it, obviously. But you know, yeah, but not too much. But yeah, but I'll leave you to it, and you have a nice day as well. Thank you, Anthony. Speak to you in a bit. Thank you, mate. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. These stores open at 11. 11. Hi guys, I was just trying to leave a message for Finbar. My name's Charles. We've spoken before. I run my own independent ink business called SOS. I'm based in Cardiff, but a couple of my wholesalers are based in Dublin and Ireland. I was just hoping if you did get a chance, give me a quick call back on my Dublin number, 01 443 3540. Um, I will send an email across as well, and hopefully you can get back in touch when he's ready. But I hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you very much. Cheers. Goodbye. All right. Well, it's gone 11, but this one's not open. So we're looking for Paul. Ugh. For Sharon. Switch it forward to the directors. Hi guys, I was just trying to leave a message for Sharon. My name's Charles. We've spoken before, not for a while. I run my own independent ink business called SOS. I'm based in Cardiff, but a couple of my wholesalers are based in Dublin, in Ireland. I was just hoping she'd give me a quick call back on a Dublin number, 01443 3540. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Hi, good morning, Catherine. I was looking for Claudia, if possible. Well, I was actually looking for Paul. Um, but on my notes I was spoken to Claudia and Catherine, but I think it's actually Paul that I think I need. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, sorry. I'm a supplier, not a customer. Sorry, my fault. But you can have my date of birth. That's not a problem. But I don't want to, you know, reveal how old I am. I'm older than I sound. Yeah, yeah, of course. My name's Charles. The company's called SOS, Stead Office Supplies. My name's Charles Stead. I'm an um, I've an independent ink business. It did, yeah. I noticed that. Sorry, my apologies. It might be my mind. Yeah, so it's SOS is the name of the company. Oh, right, okay. Oh, oh wow. You can tell I don't call very often. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, it's fine. It's not a problem. Honestly, I was going to ask though, is Paul still the same person that I need, or is that changed as well? Okay, I got you. They're different. Okay, perfect. Let, let me quickly write this down. Bear with me. So who's the? Okay, let me ask you this one question, then you might be able to narrow down the person. So when I called up, I was given permission to pop an email to customer.galway.ie with my name, Charles, and my price and my prices. I supply the ink for like the bin printers on the shop floor, the test room printers, the field test printers, etc. Um, so who deals with that here at Knocknacarta? Perfect. Let me Yeah, yeah, of course. One of the directors is David. Yeah, well, I've got it on my notes actually. One of the directors. Perfect. What would be the best email address to get my details to Jennifer? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Bear with me. I know a lot about ink, but I only type with one finger. Hang on. So it's customer. Yeah. Knock, and then it's NACA. Yeah. At specsavers.com. Perfect. Now, yeah, perfect. I was going to say, in terms of the printers that I put on the quote, should I leave it with what I think you have, or do you know of any specifically, or should I just kind of leave it with what, you know, if that makes sense? Do you know of any printer models at all, or shall I just stick to what I think? Yeah. No, it's fine. Honestly, genuinely, I've already got a couple. I only put a couple on there. There could be, I don't know how many you have. You could have two, you could have five, you could have 10. But what I do is I put an Oki and a HP just to give a rounded view of the Oki's usually in the test rooms and the Oki's usually on the shop floor and the HP's usually in the test rooms. So I'll do that. Anyway, I'll send it across. In terms of uh, Galway, the air centre. Do I deal with them separately to Knocknacarra? Perfect. I'll do it straight away. Yeah, and I was going to ask just one last question. I did speak to somebody. I don't know if this will make any sense. I did speak to somebody back when I called last year called Claire Kirkby. But she was Yeah, and there was going to be a store opening, and she gave me the store, or she gave me Tume, Tume. But I've been checking all the time since the summer, like every month. Oh, to you. Oh, that would. Oh, do you know what? I've literally, I've been trying to Google it every month since July because she said call in July, we're opening up, and I was like, yeah, no problem. And then every month I've been like, oh, they're not open. Oh, I can't find them every month since July. And is it because I spelled it wrong? Oh, crying out loud. Right, hit me. What's the number? Is it 91? Oh, 93. Yeah, yeah. Perfect. And do you know if Claire has gone across to there? Yeah. It doesn't make much difference. yeah. But when I spoke with her, she said, don't call us just yet because we're not open. But she said call us from July. Yeah. I can't believe that they have been open. Yeah. It's my spelling. I must have just heard her say the word tomb and not even check the spelling of it. But that I really really appreciate that. You've really really helped me to be honest with you, because that was really playing on my mind. It's the only store in the whole of Ireland that I haven't yet quoted, and I was just thinking, oh, maybe they just have delayed the opening, and the whole time they've been open. Yeah, no problem. Spending a fortune on ink as well, probably. I'll send an email over. Oh yeah, that was what I was going to say. Shall I send the email now, or should I schedule it to arrive in the morning? Yeah, yeah. Send it now. No problem at all. No, I'll do that. And what was your name, by the way? Ka- Kathy. Sorry. Is it with a, just for my notes? Is it with a K, Kathy, or is it with a C? Sorry. Cathy? Or IE? Yeah, perfect. With a Y. Yeah. Sorry. I think that's the best way of spelling Kathy. I'll leave you with that. Okay. But my name's Charles, and you have a lovely day as well. Thank you very, very much for your time and your help. Do appreciate it. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. She told me, the woman before. She told me the other store dealt with it. And I was like, so this is tone of quote not spoken. Specsavers. Knock. Knock. Nah. Cara. Morning, Jennifer. Oh, fucking hell, Charles. I would go into the settings. Oh. Trying to save you all, man. Trying to save everyone. Fucking fortune on their toner. Um, go all the way back to. Ah, it's because you've changed it, you dipstick. So we need Lee. It's because you've changed it. Not you're not doing A to Ashbourne. Here we go. Hi, good morning, Evan. I was just looking for Lee, if possible. Yeah, of course. My name's Charles. I run my own independent ink business called SOS in Cardiff, but I've been doing business with one of the directors called David McCloskey in Drogheda since last year, and I'm trying to get. I've got Lee's email, but I was just trying to just connect before I send an email. I spoke with I think it's Jonathan yesterday, and he said to call back today. Should I call? I'm not in any rush whatsoever. Should, oh, fantastic. That's what happens when you keep talking, Evan. Thank you. Cheers. Hi, Lee. Good morning. Um, I'll be very brief. My name's Charles. We haven't spoken before, but I run my own independent ink business called SOS. I'm based in Cardiff, but two of my wholesalers based in Dublin, in Ireland. And last year, I started to do some business in Ireland, and I've been doing business with Specsavers in the UK for quite some time, over 10 years. And anyway, I've got a couple of stores in Ireland, and one of the stores I have. I know he's involved with multiple stores, but I wanted to try and do business with him first, develop a good relationship with him before I kind of went and tried to quote the other stores. David McCloskey. Um, and recently, I asked him if it would be okay. He's never stopped me from ringing at the other stores, but I've always kind of refrained from it because I thought it might be better to be patient, build a good relationship first, and do good on the orders and the prices, etc. And recently he said that he is going to recommend me to the other stores. Not that that's a prerequisite. I'm going to get the business, but I'm not. I'm waiting around for him just to click his fingers and everyone's going to come running to me. But in any case, I've spoken with a gentleman called Jonathan a couple of times at your store. Had some good chats with him. I've sent you an email as well in the past, but I've never actually spoken to. And I was hoping, with your permission, if I could just keep it very simple, just send you an email with my name, Charles, my company details. The prices are what myself and David have actually amended to my normal pricing, so they should be competitive. And then just leave it with you. And if it's something, hopefully that is of interest, fantastic. But if it's not, then one of the things I always say to people is I promise not to do your head in. if that makes any sense. Anyway, exactly. Yeah. I think that's why everyone gets along with me because I don't hassle them, I don't badger them, you know. But would that be okay with yourself, Lee? No, it's fine. Yeah, lee.monahan1 at specsavers.com. But I haven't sent it for a long time. So when I first called, it was in the summer. But honestly, I've been doing this for 16 years. I don't get offended by anyone. So when I emailed you last time on my notes anyway, it says the 18th of September last year. But that, two things to go to show. One, we've never spoken, so you wouldn't really have known who it was if you did get it. And the second thing is, it was 5 months ago, which should show you that I am patient with people because I don't like hassling, badgering them, ringing up people up a week later and saying, "What do you think?" Because the way I do business, I've got 6 stores that use me, two in Dublin, two in Cork, one in well, obviously Drogheda, in Louth, I think it is, and one in Wicklow. And the stores that use me, they just contact me when they're ready. So the ball is always in your court. It's always on your terms. It's never, I'd love orders every day, but for me, I just kind of leave people to it. And if they need me, I spring into action, if that makes sense anyway, you know. Um, with yeah, definitely. But with yourself now, I normally quote for two printers that I believe one is a bin printer, the Oki on the shop floor, and one is a test room printer. But do you know, whilst I got you on the phone, do you actually know specifically any models, or should I just quote you what I think you have, if that makes sense? B432. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. Is it a color or is it a mono? Is it the M479, the Color LaserJet Pro MFP? Yeah, and it's definitely the M479, not the 477. I think it will. Yeah, if you don't mind. I'm 90. Well, I'm 99% certain, but yeah, it might be worth checking. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, yeah. Oh, you're joking me. You are the only store out of 66 stores that I've quoted. I think anyway. Actually, do you know what? Let me double check. The 479 is the newer one, and let me check. No, no, I'm lying. No, Monaghan. Monaghan has one in Clondalkin. They're the only two stores that I've come across. Two or three. That's crazy. That's the one before the 479. So that's interesting because price wise, I haven't actually sent those prices to David's email because it hasn't come up in conversation with that printer. So that's interesting. So what I'll do on your email is I will send you the prices for the OKB 432. Now I've got three different toners and one drum, three different page yields toner, one drum, and then with the M477, I'll try and keep it simple, but it will be, if it's okay with yourself, it'll be black, blue, yellow, pink, but it'll be A's standard and X's high capacity. But I'll make it clear, like the prices and the page yields, if that makes sense. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, non-original. Okay, so just to be upfront, I've only ever sold non-original since 2009 when I started. I run my own company for the last 8 years, but I don't try and give you the sunshine and rainbows about non-originals. There's clearly a reason for you saying that, and I'm not involved in the reason because I've never spoken to you before. So I would rather say to you, if anything changes, let me know, but I'm not gonna mention it if that makes sense. I'll exactly, because the originals, they cost so much and they don't make me any money, But I fully understand and appreciate you've obviously had a bad. Well, I say obviously, it might not be obvious, but yeah, yeah. Well, let me ask you this then. There's three different page rails. There's a 3K, a 7K, and a 12K. Couldn't it be? That's interesting. So, okay, there is a way to do a print report that shows the performance of the toner. there is a way to prove that the toner has performed how it should have done. And if you feel, but the original one, is the code the same as the non-original one? You're saying they're the same, because if the original is a 12K, I know there's only 5K difference, but it should last at least double the time. I know you're saying it lasted much longer. Um, Constantly ordering, going through them. Well, have you ever? Okay, so you said you were buying the 7K, but on the toner box that you were ordering, the one before the original that you just had or what have you, did you ever differentiate the last three numbers? So, for example, when you were getting the invoices, yeah, because this is interesting. Just imagine, you were buying a 3K, you didn't realize you put in a 12K. Well, that's equivalent to four toners. Now, imagine if you were changing the toner over every, say, 2 months or 6 weeks to 2 months. Well, the original is going to last uh, four times four times the time. Does that make sense? Like if you said to me, "Oh, we were buying the 3K and now we've got a 12K," I'd be like, yeah, well, that's it's lasting so much longer. When I send you over the email, the every Oki toner has a code. All the codes are very very similar, apart from the last three digits. Now, the last three digits differentiates 3K, 7K, 12K. It might be worth. I know that maybe you won't have time, but it might be just double check what if you've got an old box or if you've got an old invoice or something like that. It might be worth just checking, because a lot of the stores sometimes they don't even know there is a high capacity. They don't even know there's an extra high capacity. You know, so it could be worth doing a little bit of research on it. In any case, with the HP, I'll quote you for both. What's the crack with the HP though? Do you order it infrequently? Do you feel like you order it a lot? Like, is it? Yeah, okay. But you've got two bin printers on the shop floor, so you've got two Oki B432s. Okay. And the drums, I presume you're changing the drums every 6 months or so. You're probably not very often, maybe. The last time. Yeah, 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 yeah. So you're not going through them a lot. Okay, so what I'll do then, I will send you an email. I'll keep it very simple, but it is a very good. It's an interesting point you've made actually about the longevity of the toner. Whereas you might have thinking it was non-original versus original, I would actually throw in the mix that it was apples versus oranges, if that makes sense. Um, Yeah, yeah, yeah. They won't come out. Yeah, exactly. The originals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do it a lot. Yeah, I've been dealing with Specsavers for about 12 years. I've been a customer since I was a kid, but I've gone to like presentations and meetings, and to be honest with you, I could easily supply genuinely like all of Ireland, all of the UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, everywhere. The issue that I always keep coming up with is when you guys have an issue. You're not supported by IT, because they just say it doesn't matter what goes wrong with the printer. There could be a power fault. It could be nothing to do with the toner. It could be a paper jam. You could ring up IT with a paper jam, and they'll say, "But what's in the printer?" And if it's a non-original, they'll be like, "Oh no," do you know what I mean? It's like it's a paper jam. It's got nothing to do with the cartridge. But it all depends. This is what I've found anyway. It all depends on the director's attitude towards hassle and saving money. It's kind of like they want the best of both worlds. They want to save as much as they can. They don't want to spend any money, but they also don't want the hassle. And the managers, they pass on to the managers. The managers obviously don't want the hassle. So for me, I've stayed in business not because I'm trying to be cheaper, but it's because of my knowledge and my experience. So for example, when I get a customer on board and they say there's an issue, I don't hide under the desk. I face it head on and I say, right, I've come across practically every issue you can think of in 16 years. Let's deal with it right now. What is the issue? And so a lot of the times, especially with the HPs, and also with the Okis, sometimes it's something simple and I can troubleshoot it. And what I mean by that is I can just send like a quick YouTube video, or I've got a store in Cork, and she had an issue on a Saturday morning. She was by herself in the office, and she was very patient with me, but I was devastated. It was a new order, new customer. I was trying to impress her, and I was just like, listen, let me try and get to the bottom of it. My wholesaler doesn't open until Monday. Can't get you a replacement until Tuesday. Saturday morning, you can't print. Let me just try and get to the bottom of it. And lo and behold, I sent her the information, told her what to do. She did it, and we overcame the issue. Now she thinks I'm like the second coming of Jesus. Honestly, Lee. She thinks I'm amazing. But the point is, she gave me that kind of time and space where a lot of times, let's be honest, you're in an environment where you're running around like a headless chicken most of the time. You know, you don't have the time exactly. So that's the type of attitude that I'm trying to say with the directors. Is I get where they're coming from, but for me, it's about offering not just a good price, but saying I'll be there for you as well. If I have a store, I've got stores that call me on a Sunday. You know, if you call me on a Sunday and say, Charles, you know, I need this or I need that, it just gets done. And because I don't hassle, people do appreciate it. In any case, I said I'd be brief, so I'm going to send you this email. I'll leave it with you, and then if it is something of interest, let me know. But if it's not, I still appreciate the time, and we'll just take it from there. But I didn't want to wait for David. He said he was going to do like some recommendation letter to the stores, but I just didn't. I didn't want to wait around. I don't know if I've made the right decision by doing it, but I'm not the sort of person. Does that make sense? You know, I'm glad that we've had this chat. But anyway, I'll leave you to it. And you have a lovely day as well. Yeah, not at all. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. They haven't even opened the fucking emails, like. But I'm glad I'm doing this quote now. Finally fucking put to bed. Okay. So which way are we gonna play it, Sunny Jim? I have to pump them up, man. I mean, they're the one that's taking the fucking piss, not me. The fuck have I done wrong? Do you know what I mean? I mean, just as a comparison, right? Just to compare, yeah. 1670, 95, and 120. So She's alien to me. But... You know what though? It's a good fucking point. Didn't think about that, did I? You guys are also taking the fucking piss. Didn't even think about that. You guys are charging fucking 65 times 1.2. You guys are charging 70 fucking 8. Cunts. Charging 39.09 times. Charging 46 on the black, which is more than mine. Jesus Christ, 92.08. Charging 110. I'm charging 90. Charging 59. I'm charging 60. I got no fucking choice. I don't want to do it. To be honest, I should be doing it with the M402 as well. In all fairness. I should be doing it with the M402, guys. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I gotta leave it. Should charge in 11.28. Okay. £9.40. £9.10. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Posting it. So I'm going to try and do Dublin Santry. Let's try and get a hold of Tony. Try and get a hold of Shauna. Hi, good morning. I was just looking for Shauna. Oh, there we go. Is it best to try again in the week? Oh, sorry, Shauna Byrne? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course. I'll try tomorrow and then we'll see where we go. Thank you very much though for letting me know. Oh, is just to ask very quickly before you go, is Tony in at all? Or not? No, no. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll try tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Do you know what I might do? Oh, okay. Oh, it's all changed now, though, isn't it? Oh, is she even open? Okay. London. Cork. Wilton. Fucking hell, bruv. Mallow. One more. Cork. There we go. We're looking for Marie. So this will be my last call because I have to go and do those dishes. Ugh. Hi, good morning. I was just looking for Marie. Yeah, of course. I've called before, not for a long time. My name's Charles. I run my own independent ink business called SOS. I'm in Cardiff, but two of my wholesalers are based in Dublin, in Ireland. When I last called, it was quite some time ago. It was back in the summer, and I was given permission to pop an email through marie.roach, or I don't know if I've pronounced that right, at specsavers.com. Yeah, yeah. But I was just trying to make the effort to try and speak to her initially. But do you think it would be worth calling back, or could I send another email? What do you think? You sure? Yeah. Would that be okay? Yeah, perfect. If I know it's a long shot to ask, but would it be okay to somehow let her know that I did try and call first? Because I've got this thing about sending emails. I'm very much about asking first before I send it. Um, yeah, because you know what emails are like now. For many years, that you just people never ask. But I'll send it over now. And thank you. What was your name, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Deirdre, no problem. You can tell I've been doing business in Ireland for a while because I know how to spell and pronounce Deirdre. By the way, just thought I'd point that out. Last summer I didn't know how to do it, but I'll send it over. My name, like I said, I'll leave all my contact details and everything. But thank you very much, and I hope you have a nice day as well. Thank you, Deirdre. Much appreciated. Bye bye. Bye. Okay, so let's just send this last email. So not spoken. This is Specsavers Middleton Market Green. 'Cause I don't know if it's full of two, but to be fair, the ship is definitely sailed on my prices for that. 4 minutes away. Hi guys, I've done 2 hours back to back. It says 9 minutes left, but 3 minutes over. And to be honest with you, I have to get this fucking what's it called? I have to get these dishes done. So very, very happy with my weekend's work. 6 hours on the phones. Very, very happy. All right, peace out. Day